I wasn't.
Belle, please.
Hey everyone! Welcome to the channel. Today, we're diving into the most bizarre, shocking, and career-damaging celebrity interviews of all time. Sometimes it takes just one awkward sentence, one bad joke, or one brutally honest comment to change everything. Buckle up! This is weird celebrity interviews that damaged reputation and careers. Starting off with Belle Gibson, who built an empire as a wellness influencer, claiming she was curing her, quote, terminal cancer with a healthy lifestyle. But in 2015, the truth came out. She never had cancer.
Did you live in fear of being found out?
No, because I wasn't living in a space where I didn't know that this wasn't my reality.
Would you accept that you're a pathological liar?
No.
Do you take responsibility for driving any people away from conventional medicine in seeking treatment for their cancer?
That would be really heartbreaking to me because I never intended on doing that.
Do you accept that that's what you might have done?
I accept that might have happened.
Well, actually, how old are you?
I've always been raised as being currently a 26-year-old.
This is a really, really simple question. How old are you?
I believe that I'm 26.
And?
I have two birth certificates and I've had my name changed 4 times.
The media grilled her, and Belle eventually confessed in a magazine interview, blaming her upbringing for her actions. The backlash was swift: fines, public shame, and total career collapse. Moral of the story: don't fake a terminal illness for fame. Next is Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise might be a Hollywood legend, but 2005 was not his year, as he was acting, to say the least, quiet weird publicly. It all started on the Oprah Winfrey Show. Tom Cruise was head over heels in love with actress Katie Holmes, and boy did he want the world to know. But instead of simply saying it, Tom decided to, well, jump on Oprah's couch.
You're not. You know, Katie once told 17 magazine, yes!
Okay. This is something I have to discuss with her personally, but you know.
For context, Tom wasn't just excited, he was manic. He was shouting, he was fist-pumping, and Oprah, queen of daytime TV, was left trying to keep the conversation on track. At one point, she even said, "We've never seen you like this." And she was right. No one had.
Tom, we've never seen you behave this way before.
I know.
Have you ever felt this way before?
While some fans found it endearing, most viewers cringed. Memes were born, parodies flooded late-night television, and Tom became the poster child for losing control on live TV. The backlash was huge. Paramount even cut ties with him briefly. Though Tom eventually recovered his reputation, those interviews remain meme material to this day. Next is the bizarre David Letterman's interview with Joaquin Phoenix. Joaquin Phoenix is one of Hollywood's greatest actors, but in 2009, he had the world scratching their heads. During an interview on The Late Show with David Letterman, Joaquin showed up in sunglasses and a thick beard and mumbled his way through the questions.
Is there something wrong?
I can't be the first one to make you feel weird about it.
No, I guess not.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Is it, you do a lot of this?
That's just a nervous tick, I think.
Oh, it's just a nervous tick. You know, I saw this movie the other night. Tremendous. What a tremendous film. You and who else is in it? What's her name? Beautiful, lovely.
Turns out, it was all an act for his mockumentary, quote, "I'm Still Here." But at the time, people thought he was having a real breakdown, and directors stopped sending him quality scripts. He later admitted that he was, quote, "too engrossed into the character," and should not have done the stunt, as the quality of scripts coming to him from producers had significantly dropped after that stunt.
Thank you for letting me come on the show.
Yes, well, we've been dying to have you back a year and a half.
No, I meant last time. But this time as well. No, we wanted to make this film.
You and who wanted to make
Casey
it?
Affleck.
Yeah, right.
Who
knew about it? Whose idea was it?
It was both of our ideas.
Luckily, he bounced back, but that interview remains iconic, for all the wrong reasons. Throughout his career, Piers Morgan has always been controversial for his uncanny and sometimes diabolical behavior, but his 2021 interview on Good Morning Britain took things to a new level. After being called out by co-host Alex Beresford for his constant criticism of Meghan Markle, Piers dramatically walked off set.
And I understand that you don't like Meghan Markle. You've made it so clear a number of times on this programme, but yet you continue to trash her.
OK, I'm done with this.
No.
Sorry, no. Sorry.
Do you know what? That's pathetic.
You can trash me, mate, but not my own stuff.
No.
See you later.
I'm being...
Sorry, can't do this.
This is absolutely diabolical behaviour.
Walking away from your own show isn't exactly the best PR move. He later resigned, and while he's still active in media, his reputation took a hit. By 2014, Piers Morgan Live was struggling with ratings, and his interview with comedian Chelsea Handler became a defining moment. During their chat, Chelsea noticed Piers wasn't paying attention and called him out on that, insulting him and quoting him as a terrible interviewer.
You tweet very amusingly.
I wish you did. I mean, in the middle of the commercial break, I want your viewers to know, they must know because they're probably following you on Twitter. I mean, you can't even pay attention for 60 seconds. You're a terrible interviewer.
When Piers deflected, saying she wasn't interesting enough, Chelsea fired back, saying, quote, "This is your show. You have to pay attention to the guests you invited."
Well, you just weren't keeping my attention. That's more an issue for you
that's not
than
my
me.
problem.
Well, it is your problem.
This is your show. You have to pay attention to the guests that you invited on your
If
show.
they're interesting enough.
Yeah, they listen, it doesn't matter how interesting I am. You signed up for this job.
Of course it does.
The exchange went viral, highlighting Piers' dismissive attitude and Chelsea's quick wit. With his U.S. reputation already shaky, the moment became symbolic of his show's downfall, while Chelsea walked away with her sharp humor intact. In 2003, Michael Jackson sat down with journalist Martin Bashir for the documentary Living with Michael Jackson. What was meant to be a candid glimpse into his life turned into a PR nightmare.
I'm slightly worried about my shoes slipping.
Come on.
Is it safe?
Of course.
I'm frightened.
My
I think I'm going to stop here.
Jackson first opened up about the abuse he suffered while growing up at the hands of his own father. But the shocking revelation came out when he admitted to sharing his bed with children, though he insisted nothing inappropriate happened.
When you're talking about children, we met Gavin. Mm-hmm. And it was a great privilege to meet Gavin because he's had a lot of suffering in his life.
Yeah.
When Gavin was there, he talked about the fact that he shares your bedroom.
Yes.
Can you understand why people would worry about that?
Because they're ignorant.
But is it really appropriate for a 44-year-old man to share a bedroom with a child who is not related to him at all?
That's a beautiful thing.
That's not a worrying thing?
Why should they be worrying? Who's the criminal? Who's Jack the Ripper in the room?
Public opinion turned sharply against him, and the interview reignited allegations that haunted him for the rest of his life. This led to the infamous People vs. Jackson trial in 2005. While he was later acquitted in court on all counts, his reputation never fully recovered, and he eventually had to file for bankruptcy due to multiple other lawsuits before his untimely death in 2009 at the age of 50. Next up is the shocking revelation from Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen has had his share of controversies, but his 2015 Today Show interview shocked the world. Calmly, he revealed that he was HIV-positive.
You know there are a lot of rumors out there right now, and you would like to address them head on, so I'll give it to you. Go ahead.
I have to, yeah. I'm here to admit that I am, in fact, HIV-positive.
While some praised his honesty, others criticized him for waiting 4 years to share his status, potentially putting partners at risk. It was a moment of raw vulnerability, but also one of controversy.
Have you had unprotected on any occasion since your diagnosis?
Yes, but the two people that I did that with were under the care of my doctor, and they were completely warned ahead of time.
Have you, since the time of your diagnosis, told every one of your partners before you had a encounter that you were HIV positive?
Yes, I have.
Megan Fox was one of Hollywood's rising stars, but during an interview with Wonderland magazine, she compared director Michael Bay to the Nazi leader, Hitler.
Whoa, nice headers. You've got a high-rise double-pump carburetor. That's pretty impressive, Sam.
Double pump?
It squirts the fuel in so you can go faster.
Oh.
That comment didn't just burn bridges, it blew them up. Steven Spielberg reportedly insisted she be removed from the Transformers franchise. While she later worked with Bay again, her career never fully recovered. R. Kelly's interview with journalist Tour became infamous after one bizarre response. When asked if he liked teenage girls, he said, quote, "When you say teenage, how are we talking?"
Do you like teenage girls? When you say teenage, how are we talking? Girls who are teenagers. 19? 19 and younger. I have some 19-year-old friends.
That single sentence reinforced public suspicion about the singer. The fallout from that interview still haunts his legacy today. Katherine Heigl made waves when she criticized her own movie, Knocked Up, by calling it, quote, "a little sexist," and critiqued the way women were portrayed in the movie, which was hypocrisy, as she herself decided to be in the movie. While her honesty might have been refreshing, it rubbed Hollywood directors the wrong way. Already seen as, quote, "difficult to work with," this interview gave producers another reason to keep their distance. Sometimes, honesty isn't always the best policy in Hollywood. Lastly, who can forget about this career-ending BBC interview with Prince Andrew? When you're a member of the British royal family, every word you say matters. But Prince Andrew's 2019 interview with the BBC regarding his ties to the convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein was, well, let's call it a disaster.
You've chosen to speak out for the first time. Why have you decided to talk now?
Because there is no good time to talk about Mr. Epstein and all things associated.
He was released in July. Within months, by December of 2010, you went to stay with him at his New York mansion. Why?
I've questioned myself as to why did I go. Now, I went there with the sole purpose of saying to him that because he had been convicted, it was inappropriate for us to be seen together.
Instead of showing remorse or providing clear answers, Prince Andrew delivered bizarre excuses, like claiming he couldn't sweat and insisting he was at a Pizza Express during a critical moment in the allegations. The public wasn't buying it, and the fallout forced him to step back from royal duties permanently. He also denied having any recollection of meeting one of the accusers, Virginia Roberts, despite photo evidence showing otherwise.
One of Epstein's accusers, Virginia Roberts, has made allegations against you.
I have no recollection of ever meeting this lady.
If you liked this video, comment below which of the interviews was the most shocking for you. If you want to see more celebrity scandals and content, please subscribe for not missing out on any videos. Also, if you want to know all the conspiracy theories between Jay-Z and Beyoncé, click on the video on the screen. Until next time, peace!